If you look at my screen, you will see here that the strategy I had in mind and I tested with DeepSeek, it actually gave me a 67.6% win rate. But at the end of my backtesting, DeepSeek suggested that I should add relative strength index to filter my strategy. When I implemented what it suggested, the win rate increased to 79.3%. The win rate increased by 11.7%. And you can see here, total number of trades that it took was 37. After I enhanced it with the suggestions, it reduced the number of trades because it filtered out the noise, and we only had 29 trades, and that reduced our losses, remove around 21.6% losses. And then the maximum drawdown before DeepSeek suggested the improvement was minus 15.3. Then it reduced to 9.1%. So cumulative return before now was 42.8%. But we now had 51.2%, which is a 19.6% increase. Annualized return was 9.2%. Now it increased to 10.9%. So what I discovered running this analysis is that DeepSeek is powerful. Even if you are going to be doing manual backtesting, before you waste your time doing all that, you need to use the AI to run your backtesting so that you will have the context that can help you when you go into the manual backtesting. And I am going to show you how you can backtest your strategy using DeepSeek. I tried using ChatGPT, the free version, but what I discovered was that ChatGPT did not allow me to continue the analysis because it has a limited opportunities that I can prompt using the free version. So it was asking me to subscribe. So since many of my subscribers would not be able to do that, I decided to use DeepSeek, and the result has been amazing. This is how the strategy works. Anytime that this price action is below that 200 period moving average, I asked the DeepSeek to look for sell opportunities. So you can see that the trend from this point down, you will be looking for sell opportunities, and when the price is above the 200 period moving average, it will look for buy, and it will only enter the buy or the sell using the 61.8 Fibonacci level. So if, for example, if I take my Fibonacci tool and I measure from here to here, this is not very clear, but let me make it clear. If you go to properties and then you go to level, I want to change that color to black so that you can see, then you do okay. You can see that the market started from here, push up, then came back. If I move this into where that swing started, after it moved from here, it created a high, then retraced back to 61.8 Fibonacci level, and the price is above the 200 period moving average. So here I asked the prompt to execute a buy for me, and that was what I did. So it searched for all the positions and it ran this thing. Within 5 minutes I was able to finish my backtesting and get an idea of what its strategy would do. And this does not mean that you will just pick the result that you have got and just go and implement it. This is the strategy in a nutshell. It can be any kind of strategy. I also wanted one strategy to use for the purpose of this video. Then you scroll down, you see this historical data. You click there on the historical data. It will bring the historical data of the particular instrument you want to backtest. So here is Euro USD, and if you check here, it's on the daily time frame. This investing.com has the daily, weekly, and monthly time frame. You might not be able to download lower time frames. Okay, I just pick the daily time frame. If you want to pick time frames that are less than daily, you can download it from the MetaTrader 5 or MetaTrader 4 platform that you are using. So what you will do is just go to your menu bar. You see this view, click there, navigate to symbols. So when you navigate to symbols, and that way you can get here, you can press Ctrl and U on your keyboard and it will take you here. When you get here, you will search for the instrument you want. If you come here, you see that Euro USD is already here. If it is not there, just click under Forex majors, you will see, or CFD indices. If it is gold you want, click there. So I click on Euro US dollar. You select bars. So when you come to bars, you will see the time frame. You will click there and select the time frame you want. If it is 4-hour time frame you use for your analysis, select the period. So this is 2020. You can scroll down and look for the date that you want. Okay, if you want maybe to start from 2019, for example, maybe January 2019, and when you have pressed that, you can get to the period that you want to end. This is July 2025. Then you request. So when you request, you will see everything here, the historical data for the 4-hour time frame. Then you can click on export and it will export the file for you and save it as a CSV file. But for me, I downloaded it from investing.com because I want to analyze only the daily time frame, and I needed very accurate reading because sometimes the MetaTrader 5 might have data that is conflicting with what you see on tradingview.com. So if you want to use your broker, what I suggest for you to do first before you download the data, look at the symbols and compare it with TradingView. Okay, if you go to tradingview.com and then search for that particular currency pair, okay, like 4-hour time frame, look at the 4-hour candles on TradingView and compare like up to maybe 10 or 15 candles with your broker. If the candlesticks look similar, it most likely means that your broker has a very accurate data. But once you have sorted that out, you download the data the way I have shown you. When I started this analysis, I came to DeepSeek, and let's go to the beginning. I uploaded the CSV file that I downloaded. So what you can do is that you see this tool you see here. If you click, it will ask you to upload. So you come to wherever you save your data, you click on that file. This was the file. I just clicked and I opened and it uploaded. So it uploaded this way. So I say, can you use this data and analyze the Forex strategy? That was the question I asked DeepSeek. So after I asked that question, DeepSeek had to go into thinking mode for about 135 seconds. And without asking for my input, it went on to generate a trading strategy and tested for me. And the strategy it used 50 period moving average and 10 period moving average. And it ran some calculations for me. And after that, it printed out a result. So strategy rules: buy signal 10-day SMA crosses above 50-day simple moving average. It gave me this. I did not ask it to do this for me. It gave me all that. After everything, it showed that for the period of the data that I downloaded from 2021 to 2025, it only had 34 trade and the win rate was 58%. Profit factor and all those, it gave all that. So after it gave me all this is not what I wanted to do. So I say, good, I want you to backtest using 200 simple moving average and Fibonacci retracement. So this was the prompt I wrote. So you can just write that prompt. If I want to take this thing one step at a time, it will be wasting my time. So you can write the prompt, good, I want you to backtest using 200 simple moving average and Fibonacci retracement levels. Here you can type in your strategy. Make sure that you are very specific and straight to the point. When the price is above 200 simple moving average, look for buy opportunities. When the price is below the 200 simple moving average, look for sell opportunities. Enter trades at 61.8 fib level. So all the backtest I did, I was only testing the 61.8 fib level. I can run another backtest for 50% Fibonacci level at 78.6 and look for the one that is most effective, okay? Or I can combine all of them. Stop loss should be set using 80 while take profit should be 3 times of stop loss. So that was it. And DeepSeek had to go into the thinking mood, and it took it approximately around 312 seconds for it to come up with solution. When it was printing out all these things you see on the screen, all this, it took 312 seconds for it to get to the point where it gave me a solution that I needed. So it came here, backtest result using 200 simple moving average plus Fibonacci extension for Euro USD. I've implemented your strategy with this rule. So the trend filter, when the price is above this bullish, look for buy, and when it is below that bearish, look for sell. So the entry was at 61.8 Fibonacci for either the buy or the sell. So stop loss was 1 times of the ATR, and you know default setting of average true range is 14. So take profit was 3 times. The position size was, it used a $10,000 trading account to run this analysis, this backtest. And you see here, it had 37 trades. Win rate was 67.6%, while profit factor was 2.41. That means for every trade that went into a loss, 2.4 times it will go into profit. So cumulative return was this. Maximum drawdown was an annualized return 9 point something. It gave me all these metrics. Okay, so if you want to plot out the equity curve, you can use what it has provided here to plot it. Then trade distribution, it gave you all that statistic you needed. Then efficiency, it told me that the Fibonacci efficiency 61.8 level showed 82% valid reversal. You can see that The Fibonacci retracement 61.8 is very strong level. 82% of the time it will cause a reversal. Many of the failed signals occur during high impact news events like NFP and CPI. ATR sizing effectiveness. Stop loss triggered 27% of trades. Then it went here to show me market region performance. Okay, you see the volatility, the trends and the range. When the market is ranging 3.2%, when the market is trending around 15% and all that, then you come here, the current market situation, it gave me all that. Then one of the things that is very important was the recommendations by DeepSeek. If you come to the recommendations, you see here that if you want to improve your strategy, this is what you should try to do. Confirmation, add RSI, okay, so that when RSI is below 30 for buy, then when RSI is above 70, you should filter for sell so that it can filter out all those false entries. You should also consider adding dynamic sizing to scale entries during high ATR period. When the volatility is high, you should scale. And then another thing is suggested was a time of exit. So close trades after 10 days if take profit or stop loss is not hit. Then fundamentals, another thing is a fundamental alignment. Suspend entries 24 hours before major economic event. So if you know that there will be economic event tomorrow, you should not enter 24 hours before that time. When it's made all these suggestions, I just say implement the recommendations and show results. So it went ahead and implemented the recommendations, and this was what we ended up with. So you see here, original backtest was this, the win rate was 67, the enhanced result was 79.3%. The total number of trades without the enhancement was 37%. While the enhanced was only 27, because it removed all those noise, the trades that would have gone into loss, and helped me to reduce my losses by 21.6%. That is massive. The profit factor previously was 2.41, now it's 3.18, and increase in my profitability by 32%. One drawdown was 15.3%, I just dropped it to 9%, and the cumulative return. So who will say that this thing is not useful? Can help you. So now, if I am going to be trading the combination of the 200 period simple moving average, Fibonacci CG, I will try to include the strength index, and this strategy can actually go on to be very effective. I hope you try this. Now finish trying this before you can actually own the strategy. You can actually believe the strategy and trade with real money. To implement different AI, you can use ChatGPT. If you have the premium version, you can use AI and also use DeepSeek. Try to compare it across different AI models, okay? And then when you find something that is consistent, you should take it into your manual backtesting software and run it. And now it has filtered, it has helped you to know where you should be targeting. And when you do it effectively, you can now go on to start trading live. And any question, to ask it in the comment. If you like the video, drop that thumb up. It is going to encourage us to keep doing more of these videos. If you want two of us to backtest your strategy, check the description of this video or the pinned comment. You will see a link to my WhatsApp. Chat me directly that you want us to backtest your strategy. We will do both the AI and the manual backtesting, but it's not going to be free, for my time. I have done a video that showed you a backtesting software that you can use for your analysis, and that video is right here. You can watch it.